I'm Jason, the Bearded Homesteader, and today I'm going to show you how to make a homemade chicken feeder. To make this feeder, I used a 5-gallon bucket, one of the dip trays from the dollar store, a piece of all thread, some nuts and washers and lock washers. I also made a cover for it to keep the rain off of it if I wanted to free range my chickens. And for that I just used a planter with a piece of all thread and a little bit of caulk to seal the top. And all of this cost me less than $20. First off, what I did was I aligned the dip tray with the 5-gallon bucket, and then I drilled holes to where the food would drop into each section. And then, as you can see in here, I drilled holes around. You can see the holes all around. These are probably about 2 inches in diameter. You could probably make it smaller if you wanted to. Either way, it didn't matter. Just as long as the holes line up with the trays. You could do it with one of the 4 trays. This is a 6 tray. I'd rather have a 4 tray, but they didn't have it at the time, so I just went ahead and got this. You can also divide, if you wanted to divide your sections. You could, cut 2 pieces of wood to stick down in here to divide your sections. So say if you wanted to have feed in one bin, say your oyster shell in another, maybe some grit in another, or maybe some cracked corn in another, you could divide it up and they can walk around and choose what they wanted to eat or what they needed. Yeah, chicken buffet, there you go. What I did after I drilled the holes, I drilled the holes in the center of the dip tray and then the center of the bucket, stuck the all thread through, screwed the nuts down, and then that's it. That's pretty much it. And then this is the top. If you didn't drill a hole, if you just wanted to, if your chicken coop is covered, you just wanted to stick this in there, then you could just not drill the hole in the top. But since if you want to stick it out in the yard, just lock that down, or fill it full of food, lock it down, and just stick this on top. There you go. Keep the rain off of it. You could probably do this a lot cheaper, but $20 for a feeder this size, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I had my wonderful wife pick up the dip tray from the dollar store, and then the rest of it I just got at my local hardware store. And like I said, it's not that expensive. I mean, I've seen feeders anywhere from that look like this, or generally do the same thing, anywhere from $100 up to $400. So I mean, you could really put a lot of feed in a 5-gallon bucket. If you have any questions, just leave comments in the bottom, and be sure to like this page. Y'all have a good week.
Subscribe.